Today we're taking a look at the Atlanta Hawks vs Philadelphia 76ers match, which is happening on Wednesday, June 16, 2021, and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on this game. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours and hours of your time searching the internet for some fake betting predictions and losing your money because of it. Join High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advices instantly. If the Hawks cover or win outright as road underdogs, their guards must make shots at a high level while Young is the best player on the court. DeAndre Hunter, knee, will miss the rest of the season and undergo meniscus surgery. Cam Reddish, Achilles, also remains out while Young, right shoulder soreness, is probable. Young dominated in the Hawks' first half, scoring deluge in Game 1 as he got downhill against the 76ers defense and made great decisions to get his team quality shots after that. Whether the defense gave him a pull-up three, a floater, or a pass to an open roller or shooter, Young made the right decision while his teammates converted on open looks. The 76ers started with Danny Green defending him in Game 1, and Young dominated this matchup as the Hawks took a commanding first half lead. The Philadelphia 76ers blew a double-digit halftime lead in Game 4 but still have the opportunity to win 2 more games to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since 2001, back when Allen Iverson was named league MVP. Tobias Harris led the 76ers with 20 points in Game 4, shooting 8 of 15 from the field. Curry and Embiid scored 17 points, and Ben Simmons finished with 11 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists in the loss. The 76ers countered by putting Simmons on him in the second half and trapping his pick and rolls more frequently. This helped the 76ers rally to get back into the game, but it was too little, too late. The 76ers kept their 2 best defenders, Simmons and Thibault, on him as much as possible in Games 2 and 3. And this made a huge difference as Young wasn't as efficient. Young wasn't efficient as a shooter as he made just 8 of 26 shots, including 3 of 11 threes, but he still finished as A+7 in 40 minutes because of his game-high 18 assists. After shooting 20 of 47 threes, 42.6%, in Game 1 the Hawks have made just 29 of 93 threes, 31.2%. combined in Games 2 to 4. Both their three-point volume and efficiency dropped in Games 2 and 3, but they took more threes in Game 4 as they generated better shots. The Hawks missed too many open threes in Game 4, but they survived and stole a victory because of the 76ers' poor offensive showing. If the Hawks hope to steal another game on the road in Game 5, they must convert on their open looks at an efficient rate, and this starts with Young and Bogdan Bogdanović. Despite the offensive struggles on Monday, the Hawks' defense stepped up, holding the 76ers to just 38 points in the second half. Atlanta is now just 2 wins away from their first Eastern Conference Finals appearance since 2015, and just their second ever Conference Finals appearance since the franchise moved from St. Louis to Atlanta in 1968. In Game 4, Trae Young led the Hawks with 25 points and 18 assists, with just 2 turnovers while shooting 8 of 26 from the floor and 3 of 11 from three-point range. Bogdan Bogdanović finished with 22 points on 9 of 24 shooting and 4 of 13 three-point shooting in the win. Clint Capella shot 6 of 9 from the floor, finishing with 12 points and grabbed a team-high 13 boards. The 76ers blew an 18-point lead in Game 4, and I expect them to come out strong in Game 5 as they play with better ball movement offensively while doing a much better job on the glass. They have a size advantage at most spots on the court. However, This game will come down to how effective Embiid is. When healthy, he has a legitimate argument for being the best player in the NBA this season. Overall, the Hawks are averaging 107.1 ppg, shooting 44.6% from the floor and 35.5% from three-point range in the playoffs. Defensively, the Hawks allow 106 ppg, with opponents shooting 45.2% from the floor and 37.3% from three-point range. Trae Young leads the team with 28.3 points and 10.7 assists per game, followed by Bogdanović with 16.4 ppg. Capella has averaged 10.1 ppg and has led the way with 12.7 rebounds and 1.6 blocks per game. Embiid scored a game-high 39 points in Game 1 as the 76ers outscored the Hawks by 13 points in his 38 minutes on the court, but they were outscored by 17 points in the 10 minutes where he was on the bench. He followed up this performance with a game-high 40 points in 35 minutes in the 76ers Game 2 win as they outscored the Hawks by 14 points when he was on the court. While the Hawks switched defensive strategies in Game 3 by doubling him more frequently, Embiid still scored 27 points on 14 shots while adding 9 rebounds and 8 assists. The 76ers also outscored the Hawks by 16 points in his 34 minutes. My first betting advice for that game is to pick 76ers -6. The Atlanta Hawks really showed something in their 103-100 win Monday over the top-seeded Sixers. The Hawks were trailing for most of the game and by a sizable margin in the first half. But through grit and determination, the Hawks hung around and then took the lead in the fourth quarter and held on for the win to tie the series at 2. The Atlanta Hawks will look to take a 3-2 series lead back home after evening up the set at 2 wins apiece following a 103-100 win over the Sixers last time out. Trae Young led the Hawks with 25 points along with a whopping 18 assists for the double-double, while Bogdanović had 22 points with 4 threes. John Collins and Clint Capella each had a double-double, with Collins logging 14 points with 12 boards and Capella going 6 of 9 from the field for 12 points with a team-high 13 rebounds. Kevin Huerter chipped in 10 points to finish off the scoring in double figures for the Hawks in the win. Young leads the Hawks in scoring and assists in the playoffs with 28.3 ppg and 10.7 apg, while Bogdanović is averaging 16.4 ppg and Collins has 14.4 ppg with 7 rpg. Danilo Gallinari, Kevin Huerter and Clint Capella all have double-digit scoring averages in the playoffs, with Capella logging a team-high 12.7 rpg as well in the postseason. As a team, Atlanta is averaging 109.4 ppg on 44.4% shooting from the field, 33.3% from 3 and 83.9% from the foul line, while allowing 111.6 ppg on 49.4% shooting from the field and 41.4% from 3 in their last 5 games. The Sixers really let one slip away here. They jumped out to an early lead and looked like they were going to cruise to the win, but they couldn't put the scrappy Hawks away and they paid for it with a defeat. When you hold a team to 36% shooting, you shouldn't lose, but they did, 103-100, and now they are tied at 2 games apiece. The Philadelphia 76ers will look to bounce back at home after their loss in Game 4 last time out. Tobias Harris led the Sixers with 20 points on 8 of 19 shooting, while Joel Embiid and Seth Curry each had 17 points, with Curry shooting an efficient 7 of 10 from the floor, while Embiid went 0 for 12 from the floor in the second half but made up for it by grabbing a game-high 21 rebounds. Ben Simmons added 11 points with 12 rebounds and a team-high 9 assists, while Furnan Korkmaz added 10 points to cap off the scoring in double figures for the 76ers in the victory. Embiid leads the Sixers in scoring and rebounding with 27.4 ppg and 9.9 rpg, while Tobias Harris has 23.2 ppg and 8.8 rpg. Seth Curry is averaging 16.7 ppg and Ben Simmons is contributing 13.8 ppg with 8.2 rpg and a team-high 8.8 apg to cap off the group of double-digit scorers so far for the Sixers in the playoffs. My second betting advice for that game is to pick under 223.5. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.